I've spent $100 on fragrances. I thought, and I didn't really need anything. I could have used a new camera, but in general, I didn't really need anything. Neither clothes, neither gadgets, well, except for the camera. So I thought I would just buy what I like. I bought 7 new fragrances. So I could have spent the money on buying an entry-level niche fragrance, but it doesn't compare to what I got. So let me show you now. First fragrance that I got, and the cheapest, is Jovan Tropical Musk. This one was pretty hard to find. There was only one place selling it in Romania. And just a brief description, because I will talk about these fragrances more detailed in future videos. This one doesn't smell tropical. It does remind me a bit of white musk, maybe a bit of a combination between white musk and black musk, but more gourmand. The performance is not as great as white musk, but it's better than black musk. Definitely great for the price it had. This one costed me about $5. The next one that I got, and I'm really proud of this purchase because it was a great deal. Not because I found it at a great discount. It did have a discount, but this fragrance in general has a great price for what it offers. This is Roberto Cavalli Uomo. This fragrance is elegant with honey, well above entry-level designers. And I'm saying this because the price of this fragrance is entry-level, but the quality is just like the rest of top designers. I don't know why people or other reviewers don't talk about this fragrance that much, because even the presentation is top-notch. Smell-wise, great smell. Reminds me a bit of Lanvin, Avant-Garde, and also a bit of La Nuit. One of the best fragrances I got in this fragrance haul. Guys, this is a sleeper. Don't overlook this fragrance. Roberto Cavalli Uomo. Also, great performance. Good performance. Not that great, but good. The next one is one from the actual house, Lanvin, I think it's pronounced. Fragrance is called Oxygen, or Oxygen. Fragrance is done by Alberto Morillas. So when I saw that, it instantly triggered me, because this is the guy who created Acqua di Gio. Same guy who created Jeremy's fragrance. I love the sprayer and the bottle itself, even though the cap is of a poor quality, but the price was great. This one was around $12, something like that, and for the price to get a fragrance that was done by Alberto Morillas, and with this quality, what was done by Alberto Morillas in Acqua di Gio, you can also get hints of it in this fragrance. I mean, it's definitely its type, his type, Alberto Morillas. Let's move on to one of my next purchases with this haul, and this one is a classic fragrance from the house of Davidoff. I mentioned it in my previous video where I talked sadly about one of his newest releases, Run Wild. It doesn't even compare to this masterpiece called Zeno. Wow, what an elegant, masculine, spicy floral fragrance. This starts maybe a bit too manly, a bit too dated in the opening, but give it a while, it will settle down to something that it's, in my opinion, a statement on how a classy man should smell. And in my opinion, this is a smell that doesn't really get old. The next fragrance I bought, by the way, let me get back to the prices because I did not mention the price of Uomo by Roberto Cavalli. I got this for around 30, no, not 30, around $26-27. It was on discount, but you can easily find this one online for around $30, 100 ml. Ridiculously low price for such a great fragrance. The next one is one that I had my eye on it for quite some time. I didn't really, decided to pull the trigger on it. I saw it recently on a website and it just reminded me that I wanted it, and I bought it because the price was around, again, $11. And what a great fragrance for this price. This reminded me a bit of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male, the classic one, but with much more cinnamon. Also, the performance is great on this one. It smells a bit like shaving foam with cinnamon, but overall a great fragrance for the price. This one is Diesel 0 Plus Masculine, and I don't see this fragrance in stores anymore. I don't know if it's discontinued or just being sold online, but if you find it for this kind of price, I think it's a great deal. One of the fragrances you should have in your collection under the cheapies section. Cheapies but goodies. And the next one, I have two more left, and one that again I wanted for a long time. Found it, great price, around $22, $22. Garo Man 3 or Garo Pour l'Homme 3. And this one was a limited edition. I don't know if you know the original bottle. It's with the black cap. This one is with the gold cap, but the smell is the same. So I thought even better if it's a limited edition. The smell is the same. A boozy, spicy, undoubtedly manly fragrance. I mean, look at the bottle. Great performance in my opinion. Has great projection. And for the price, I mean, if you're into manly fragrances, and this is not the barbershop type of manly fragrance, this is more of a patchouli, boozy type of manly fragrance with some spices, but I'll be getting back to this fragrance in another video. For now, all you need to know that for the price, this is one of the designers that you can easily have in your collection and enjoy it or be proud of it. I'm really happy with what I purchased. It's not over. I know I still have one more fragrance, but I just wanted to take a pause and let you know that this was one of the best $100 spent on fragrances. I really got some really good fragrances here. And people don't really talk too much about these fragrances. Some of them were talked about at their time, for example Zeno, but nowadays they are not really mentioned in any list, any top 10, and it's a shame because I think they have the potential to really compete with the current releases. And the last fragrance I got, and with the nicest presentation, I mean, look at this presentation. Only the presentation itself, I think it's around $2 to $3. Carrera Pour l'Homme, the classic. And it's not like an unknown brand, you know. You're getting fragrances for from Carrera, which is a pretty popular brand. And this one was the second cheapest, going for around $9, something like that, which, or 8 and something, which is a great deal. I mean, like I said, presentation is great. The bottle, not that impressive, but still it feels nice in the hand. Definitely looks like a masculine bottle. Looks a bit like an aftershave, but no, it's just a fragrance. And guys, this one is one of the easiest fragrances to reach for. It's very safe, definitely for the summer. It has this citrusy, soapy kind of smell, really refreshing, uplifting. Can easily be considered on a signature scent. Okay guys, so that was it. I'm curious to know your opinion on these fragrances, because I'm pretty sure you own a bunch of these fragrances. You own a couple of them, but let me know what you think. For me, they are great buys, great fragrances. What do you think? And until the next video, keep smelling great.